Hey, did you know that there are 8 vegetables you might want to eat less of as you get older? You're gonna be shocked when you hear number 7. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Mike. Today, we're tackling a super important topic for our awesome seniors: healthy eating. We all know veggies are generally good for us. But did you know that some of them might not be the best choice as we age? That's right. Certain vegetables can pose unexpected health risks for seniors. In this video, I'm gonna break down which veggies aren't ideal for older folks, explain why these veggies might not be your best friends anymore, and what you can eat instead. If you're new around here, show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Also, let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Alright then, let's jump right in. First veggie, spinach. First up, we're talking about spinach. Now, spinach is a nutritional powerhouse, packed with vitamins and minerals. But here's the thing you should watch out for: raw spinach contains high levels of oxalates. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds that can be a problem, especially for seniors who might be prone to kidney stones. Oxalates can bind with calcium in your urine and increase the risk of these painful stones forming. If you have a history of kidney problems, it's even more important to be mindful of your oxalate intake. Negative effects of oxalates. But it's not just about kidney stones. Oxalates can also interfere with the absorption of calcium, a mineral that's crucial for strong bones, something we want to protect as we age. So, what can you do about it? Also, if you're on blood-thinning medications, a high intake of foods rich in vitamin K, like spinach, can interfere with the effectiveness of these medications. It's always best to talk to your doctor about your diet, especially if you're on any medications. Remember, health always comes first. Second veggie, sprouts. Next up, let's talk about sprouts. They might seem like a healthy and refreshing choice, but for seniors, they can be a bit risky. Here's why. Sprouts, including alfalfa sprouts, bean sprouts, and any kind that you might add to your salads or sandwiches, are a breeding ground for bacteria because of the warm, humid environment they need to grow. Sprout consumption and risks. For seniors who might have weaker immune systems, these bacteria can pose a serious health risk. Food poisoning is no joke, and it can lead to severe complications, especially in older adults. So while sprouts might look innocent, it's best to err on the side of caution and avoid them altogether. Tip for sprout consumption. I know some of you might love your sprouts, and that's okay. But how can you eat sprouts safely? If you're gonna eat them, make sure you cook them thoroughly. Cooking helps kill off those harmful bacteria, making them safer to eat. This simple precaution can protect you from a lot of health issues. Third veggie, corn. Let's move on to a summertime favorite: corn on the cob. Who doesn't love that sweet, juicy crunch? But as we get older, corn can become a bit problematic. Can you guess why? First, there's the issue of digestibility. Corn has a tough outer layer made of cellulose, a type of fiber that our bodies can't break down easily. As we age, our digestive systems naturally slow down, and the tough cellulose can lead to indigestion, bloating, and gas. Corn and blood sugar. Second, corn is relatively high in carbohydrates. Why is that important? This can be a concern for seniors, especially those managing their blood sugar levels. Consuming too many carbs can lead to spikes in blood sugar, which can be problematic for individuals with diabetes or prediabetes. Moderation is key here, folks. Tip for corn consumption. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up corn entirely. Here's a key tip: if you love it, enjoy it in moderation. Just be mindful of the portion size and how your body reacts to it. Listen to yourself and your body. Fourth veggie, kale. Kale, the leafy green that's been hailed as a superfood, might not be so super for everyone, especially seniors. What's the downside of kale? Like spinach, raw kale contains oxalates, those compounds that can contribute to kidney stones and interfere with calcium absorption. But there's another compound in kale that we need to talk about: goitrogens. Goitrogens in kale. Goitrogens are substances that can interfere with thyroid function. They do this by blocking the thyroid's ability to use iodine, which is essential for producing thyroid hormones. Who is at risk here? For seniors who might already be at a higher risk for thyroid issues, consuming large amounts of raw kale could potentially exacerbate these problems. Tip for kale consumption. Before you swear off kale forever, there's some good news. Cooking kale significantly reduces the levels of both oxalates and goitrogens. So, cooking your kale is a great way to minimize its potential downsides. Fifth veggie, asparagus. Let's talk about asparagus, those tender green spears. They might seem like a harmless addition to your plate, but for seniors, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. First, asparagus contains purines. What are purines, and why are they important? Purines are naturally occurring compounds that our bodies break down into uric acid. Asparagus and gout. In some people, high levels of uric acid can lead to a painful condition called gout. What are the symptoms of gout? Gout is a type of arthritis that causes inflammation and pain in the joints, often in the big toe. If you have a history of gout or if you're prone to it, it's best to consume asparagus in moderation. Asparagus and its diuretic effect. Second, asparagus has diuretic properties. What do diuretics do? Diuretics help your body get rid of excess water and salt through urine. While this can be beneficial for some, it can be a problem for seniors who might already be at risk for dehydration. Make sure to drink plenty of water. Sixth veggie, mushrooms. Now let's talk about mushrooms. They add a savory umami flavor to dishes, but not all mushrooms are created equal. Which mushrooms should we be careful about? In fact, some can be downright dangerous. Wild mushrooms, in particular, can be toxic. Some varieties contain toxins that can cause severe illness or even death. So, be extra cautious. It's crucial to only consume mushrooms from reputable sources, like grocery stores or trusted vendors. Agaratin in mushrooms. But even store-bought mushrooms need to be handled with care. Here's why. Mushrooms contain a compound called agaratin, which has been linked to cancer in animal studies. While the research on agaratin's effects on humans is still ongoing, it's best to be cautious. How can we protect ourselves from agaratin? Tip for mushroom consumption. The good news is that cooking mushrooms helps break down agaratin, making them safer to eat. So always cook your mushrooms thoroughly before enjoying them. With this simple step, you can minimize the potential risks. Seventh veggie, potatoes. Potatoes, a staple in many diets, might not be the best choice for seniors, especially when it comes to blood sugar control. What makes potatoes risky? Potatoes have a high glycemic index, which means they can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels after eating. Who is at risk here? This can be problematic for seniors who have diabetes or prediabetes, as well as those who are trying to manage their weight. Acrylamide in potatoes. Another concern with potatoes is the potential for acrylamide formation. What is acrylamide, and how is it formed? Acrylamide is a chemical that forms in starchy foods like potatoes when they're cooked at high temperatures, such as frying or baking. What are the negative effects of acrylamide? While more research is needed, some studies suggest that acrylamide might be a potential carcinogen. Tip for potato consumption. To minimize acrylamide formation, it's best to avoid overcooking potatoes. So, you can opt for boiling or steaming instead of frying. Also, portion control is important. So there you have it, 8 vegetables that seniors might want to avoid or consume with caution. Remember, everyone is different, And what works for one person might not work for another. It's always best to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian to create a personalized eating plan that meets your individual needs. Do you consume any of these vegetables regularly? Share your thoughts and experiences with me in the comments below. Also, if you found this video helpful, please type yes in the comments. It means a lot to me. For more tips on healthy aging, check out the 2 videos I've linked up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Stay healthy and happy.